Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I want to talk about something that honestly really surprised me and moved me during my 3 months of solo travel throughout India. The way I was treated by Indian men as a trans woman literally just changed me, and I can't help but say I love Indian men regardless of all the creeps that are in India. My experience with Indian men for the most part was incredible. I know that every woman's experience in India is different, especially for Indian trans women who do not face the same struggles I did and whose experience drastically differs from mine. I feel like I have to acknowledge that. 100% have to acknowledge Indian trans women. That I'm very aware of my privilege, but I can only speak as to my experience, and I had a great one. When I first arrived to India, I was prepared for the worst. I'd heard so many horror stories about the men here, so I was very guarded. But the truth is, I was shocked from the get how respectful, kind, and protective a lot of the educated young men were towards me. Yes, they weren't all like this, and yes, the stares are so difficult to deal with, and it's the one thing I truly never got used to during my time in India. But beyond that, I found a lot of men went out of their way to ensure my safety. They would go out of their way to make sure I got back to my accommodation safely. Sometimes they would wait for me to walk into my guest house and text and call me and made sure I was all good. A lot of the guys I hung out with, even if it was one time, would still periodically message me and make sure that I'm safe in India. I'm used to, even coming from NYC, a super liberal and accepting place, I'm used to being treated less than and made to feel like I'm not really a woman. But in India, this didn't happen. Men consistently treated me entirely like a woman, full stop, and that felt incredible. Not one time did I get misgendered at all. In New York, I still get sirred. Like, do you know how incredibly validating, welcoming, and just amazing that made me feel? They were constantly trying to feed me, carry my bags, opening the door. Even on bad dates where we didn't really vibe, they would pay for everything. They wouldn't let me pay. It's more than politeness. It was like they were proud to show their culture, their home, and also so respectful of me for traveling in their country alone. In India, and I know a big part of it is because I'm white, I know that, but for the first time I felt cherished, seen. I felt like I was being treated like a princess, and not in a performative way, like it was genuine. The most unexpected part is that my transness never was an issue, like not once. It was never even like a topic of conversation or even like a thing. Some men didn't know what trans meant, but regardless, they didn't care. Not once, not one time did a man shame me or make me feel less than for being a trans woman. Not once. That doesn't mean I didn't have to be careful. I definitely did have to be careful, but I didn't have to worry about being a trans woman, and that feels so nice. I never felt so validated in my femininity ever in my life. I was respected, protected, and celebrated. That type of kindness, that type of acceptance left a mark on me, really. It left a mark on me, and it made me realize that like I don't have to accept less just because I'm trans. It made me see my transness through a different lens, and in a way, receiving the acceptance from Indian men kind of made me accept myself further as well. And yeah, I love Indian men. I have so many memories of my time in India with them that I will never forget and that I will always cherish. So that's my story. That's how Indian men treated me during my 3-month solo adventure all throughout India. If you found this meaningful, or if it surprised you, or if you think I'm crazy, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and continue to support my journey. I really want to just show the world what it's like to travel as a trans woman throughout the world. That's my goal. I just want to experience different cultures as a trans woman. I feel like it's unique and I have a different perspective, and I just want to explore the world and share my experiences. I love you all. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.